The Veryovkina Cave expedition was a journey into the depths of the earth that tested the limits of human endurance. As I stood at the entrance, surrounded by the towering cliffs of the Gagra Range, I couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. Little did I know that this cave, the deepest on Earth, held stories that would forever etch themselves into my memory. The daunting descent into Veryovkina Cave was not for the faint of heart. The entrance, perched at an altitude of 7,500 feet, required a climb up a literal mountain before even reaching the unassuming hole in the ground. It was a surreal experience, knowing that beneath this inconspicuous entrance lay a chasm that plunged over a mile into the earth. As our team prepared for the descent, I couldn't shake the feeling of anticipation. The history of Veryovkina Cave, with its initial discovery in 1968 and subsequent expeditions, resonated in the air. I was part of a select group led by Pavel Demidov, the seasoned leader of the Perilous Speleo Club, a team that had become synonymous with the exploration of the Gagra mountain range's deep caves. The expedition was not a mere stroll into darkness, it was a complex operation resembling a multi-day ascent on a towering mountain. The cave's depth necessitated the establishment of 6 camps at various depths, each serving as a crucial point for storing equipment and ensuring the safety of the team. The journey, which spanned 4 days, involved navigating through tight tunnels, descending shafts, and overcoming the challenges posed by the cave's formidable terrain. Reaching Camp 6, situated at a staggering depth of 6,900 feet, felt like a monumental achievement. The rocky, subterranean landscape surrounding the camp contrasted sharply with the vastness of the cave above. Our mission included collecting samples of potentially undiscovered species and exploring promising horizontal passages, all while photographers Robbie Schoen and Jeff Wade documented our every move. In the heart of Veryovkina Cave, time seemed to take on a different dimension. The serene beauty of the subterranean lake at the cave's bottom, surrounded by jet-black limestone, was a stark contrast to the challenges we faced. On the 7th day, everything appeared to be going according to plan, until an unexpected turn of events. As 2 team members ascended to Camp 3, a cascade of water, the result of a storm on the surface, began pouring into the cave. Communication within the cave's depths was a physical line, a lifeline that warned us of the impending flood pulse. While floods were a known risk, the magnitude of this deluge was unprecedented. Camp 6, our refuge in the abyss, initially seemed safe from the flood's reach. Situated at 6,900 feet, it stood above the potential flood level. However, nature has a way of defying expectations. The distant rumble grew into a deafening roar as the floodwaters approached. It was a sight that would forever be etched in my mind. Robbie Schoen, amidst preparing breakfast, witnessed the unleashed fury of nature. The once dry camp turned into a chaotic battleground as water descended in torrents. The force of the water, akin to a fire hose, was relentless. Panic set in, and the entire cave vibrated as if in the throes of an earthquake. In those frantic moments, decisions had to be made swiftly. Robbie, Jeff, and I prepared for ascent, leaving behind valuable equipment, and a painful sacrifice for the sake of survival. The memory cards containing our documented journey were stowed away, a small consolation in the face of the unfolding chaos. As we ascended the vertical shaft, the water's intensity increased. The narrow traverse, once a bridge suspended above a 60-foot abyss, was now submerged, turning our escape into a perilous journey. The relentless water, akin to a waterfall, pummeled us as we climbed. Every ascent felt like a battle against a force determined to pull us back into the abyss. The surreal mix of adrenaline and fear fueled our ascent. I focused on the rhythmic movement of my ascenders, blindly navigating the white rope as water cascaded down. The struggle was real, and every inch gained was a triumph over the ferocious current. When Jeff's voice broke through the chaos, urging me to slow down, I realized the extent of my panic. Together, we reached Camp 5 at 6,200 feet, a temporary respite from the unfolding calamity. As we looked down into the abyss, we saw a single headlamp emerging from the depths. Relief washed over us as Andre, a member of the Perovo team, emerged from the chaos below. However, the fate of the remaining team members hung in the balance. The subsequent ascent of the Perovo team was a testament to their resilience. Carrying essential gear, including a stove and sleeping bags, they navigated the flooded passages and reached Camp 5. The camaraderie that unfolded in the face of adversity revealed the strength of the human spirit. As we waited, perched on the edge of the abyss, uncertainty loomed. The flooded passage, 200 feet above, posed a formidable obstacle. Pavel reassured us, emphasizing patience as we awaited the water to recede. Over the next 16 hours, the once deafening roar of water gradually faded. The flood pulse, a result of a week of rain culminating in a severe storm, had tested our mettle. The aftermath prompted reflection and lessons learned. Surface monitoring improvements were implemented, additional escape points were established, and the assumption that caves only flooded in winter was reconsidered. Despite the expedition's premature end, our objectives were achieved. New passages were explored, cave species were documented, and though the camera equipment succumbed to the flood, the preserved pictures told our story. Yet, the story of Veryovkina Cave continued to unfold. 2 years later, in November 2020, a shocking discovery added another layer to its mystique. A lone explorer, Sergei Kozev, had ventured into the cave, equipped with meticulous planning and unwavering determination. His tragic fate, discovered at the heart of the cave, left an indelible mark on the cave's history. Sergei's journey, meticulously chronicled through maps and materials, ended in the depths of Veryovkina Cave. His body, found halfway into the deepest cave on Earth, painted a poignant picture of isolation and desperation. The challenging vertical shafts, the increasing wetness, and the absence of proper equipment became insurmountable obstacles. The discovery of Sergei's body triggered a complex retrieval operation, involving over 100 individuals. The confined space and the decomposing body posed unique challenges, requiring meticulous planning. Despite the risks, his body was eventually brought to the surface, providing closure to his family in Sochi. As I reflect on my own experience, I am humbled by the mysteries and challenges that Veryovkina Cave presented. The earth, vast and enigmatic, holds depths that defy comprehension. Our expedition, marked by both triumph and tragedy, became a chapter in the ongoing saga of Veryovkina Cave. In conclusion, the journey into the depths of Veryovkina Cave was a testament to the indomitable spirit of exploration. The cave, with its unfathomable depths and unexpected turns, became a canvas on which human resilience and vulnerability were painted. As I stood once again at the entrance, I couldn't help but marvel at the duality of nature's wonders and its capacity to both awe and humble those who dared to venture into its depths.